maybe frustration. I hope not everybody knows it.
태문이부터 너도 죽으려니.
Have your two thumbs inserted inside here.
너 셀레레 자주야 말해.
It shouldn't be the two palms of your hands should touch each other.
근데 지지야 말해.
No, like that. Your fingers interlaced with each other.
네 자 고것 못지 네 태문이 너도라 좋은데다 태문이야.
So that is mudra where you fold your hand and insert your two thumbs and push them inside your hand.
당 거기만 떠네 개요 말해. 알레 태문수 너 구술 숨도 무시 마셔. 너지 구술 숨이래.
So try to remember that the three kutsus were called three feasts, and this one is called Doji Kutu or the water feast.
조 구술 숨이래.
And that one is called Tokutsu, which means a feast of a wrathful one. Please watch the position of the thumb here.
디신시비 구술 숨이래.
And that is the mudra for the Tishinshibakuzu or the mudra of feast of the Tathagatas. Now, please watch the position of the thumb again. It press on the first finger down.
나한테 자자치리 빼고를 제 주연 주배 자자 빼고를 모두 누구 해야 되나 말이 무려요나 뭐를 빼고를 숨지 니 숨지 아감 세차지 양주지 니 숨지 빠지서서 누스도 그래
That is the how we do the backward, which means the backward, the circle of the lotus, and depending on the how lengthy is the mantra, we do it 3 times, and then if the mantra is long, then you need to do it kind of slowly to complete mantra while you do that the circle or the backward.
빼고를 숨지 너지 구슬이지.
So when you do the 3 backwards, you do the water feast.
어머 사와다당가다 너무도 제니 파트.
The first start like that.
태문이 주 아마 태중이 예봐.
Start with your right hand from the little finger and up, gradually open up from your little finger.
예봐 태중이 주 요마 좁은디 아주 초디디가 다가랑도.
And then with your left hand start from your first finger to your little one, and when you finish up, again you finish where it first started. So you finish the first circle. Now third round, then you more or less pull it towards yourself. Then start the actual offering itself. If it is argam, that's for the argam.
Kashila agam puzamunga sameta parana samaya shiri hunsayu. Then agam padiza puzamunga sameta parana samaya shiri hunsu beku sungje ando sene sibida.
So in some, you will find the long mantra going along with it. In that case, while you say the rest of the mantra, you keep on doing your backward or the circle of the lotus mudra. If you do not have the enough time or much of is that do not have the or unable to manage it, then we can just do a one circle of the backward or the lotus circle. So the way Rinpoche did it.
Good single part, Pala Nuje, the Puyaina, almost Savatanga, the Agam, Badi Samaswa, single part we go to Chola Paturi.
So,
And then the Uzi Cholaki Karichi, Karichi and Agams to the Puri, but it's as from those Duja Chola so Dushavari.
so now when first you start, you snap your finger towards in front of yourself. That is the time you generate the chola or the offering goddesses. And when you're through with offering, you do close it by snapping the finger towards your heart. This time the finish or the conclusion of the offering, and you dissolve the offering goddesses back at your heart.
That's
how you do. So this is how you do in case of the self-generation. That is to make an offering to the oneself appearing in the form of the deity. That one finger, right hand, you snap towards outside, towards in front of yourself, and left hand you snap your finger towards yourself. That's a symbolic for making the offering for yourself appearing in the form of the deity.
Oma a re tawara sukara aragam badisam soha sajitime yonwe maji shosi chawandida dagite bimbula yine dala kadinzu oma a re tawara suka bahadiyan badisam sos diretsa vya pya temuja ane pegur chiye chajache ane ya sudu usdu.
So as you notice that before each of the offering, if there's a line which precedes it, and while you say that verse, you fold your hand, Temuja, you fold your hands, and then when you start actually saying the mantra, then you do the circle of the lotus or the bagur and make the offering with the mudra. That's for the chayu or the water. You make the offering for the water for the bath. So that's for the padim or for water for the feet, where you lower your left hand down and then raise your right hand up as you notice it earlier. Enzamana. That's for so that's for the Enzamana, for the rinsing mouth and so on. So you notice it, how it is done.
Purshana Siadela, those torre, Chutmala Chikchun, Chutrimashimodo, Chutramuru, the Dozojen, Tawai, the Toya you want to say, Purshana answered Chuyoga no knowledge, Chukushake Long, those Kuzule, Dolgi of Kuri. Purshana, Marito, Purshana, Badizan, so
that's Purshana. That is Purshana. That is the sprinkling the water, like for instance with the kusha grass, like when it is hot outside, to sprinkle the water on the body for as cooling agent, and that's as if we were sprinkling the water towards that whoever you make the offering. So that's the mudra for the taking of the flower and offering it. That's mudra for the taking of the flower and offering it to the uh, to the deities. So this is for the in the Kajume Jingo to.
Never get to love the Lamachova don't shooting you with Sitare. Don't I? You go soon a chubble if you don't let me get you short. The numbers of Lame, the chubble, how much I hear. China Chai, woman, you give me dog no Kayu, Taman you get in the middle to the dog. There's no, but the baby, but it's on sauce and Benediran Chijio, Ninga Kazu, Chola, Ninga do.
So don't make your hand too high. That when you make the offering, you just offer from the level of your heart, but don't stretch your arms too high. Just make it close to your heart, and then they sprinkle. And like in the Lame or Ma under the Yoga Tantra, that the offering goddesses, they have 4 hands. So first 2 hands are those goddesses are holding the basket, the flower, and last 2 hands they pull the flower and they offer it. So as you notice that with that's for the dubam, and that's 2 low hands, they hold the fire for the incense, and 2 upper hands, now they pour down the incense materials into the fire to produce the smell. That's for the aloke, or there's 2 different mantras for that. So any offering of the light, for instance, either it could be a gem, which has the light and also candlelight, or the light bulbs and so on, anything which dispels the darkness. That's the mudra. So that's for Gende, for the smelling of good perfume at the heart. So that's the 2 low hands, they are holding that in a conch shell of good perfume and so on. And 2 upper hands, they are smearing the scent at the heart. So that's mudra for the nivite. The first 2 first fingers you pull in a little bit, and you notice the position of thumb and first 2 fingers. That's for nivite or the edibles. That's for the mudra for the shabda, and if you are bell or damaru, you use it when you say this mantra, and that's for the shabda. That's mudra, hand mudra you do when you say the shabda.
Jata Dongcha Halambe Naka Kong the Suku Tree Juba Chu Medo Pol Medo Naka Kong the Do the Lari of the Metopa not Slovachadi and Dubugit Pugit Tuadige Jasana the Trashta Zunia Naka Kong and or the Lugit Fugitive Chebel Hamugu Puma Veche. Did I not do the pure charger of the chargers on Chevrolet? So,
so mudra here you do because when you do the mudra, you don't have to be really don't try not to make it like a kind that not too that not too conspicuous in a way, just move it too high and low and so on. Just make it very of a bumble, which means that quite looking just, and actually when you make the offering, that try to think that you all the deities, offering goddesses, they make innumerable number. They make the offering of the sounds and all the implements, the bells and so on, making offering of the sound to whoever you offer to the deities. But when you make the actual and when you do it like in a form of mudra, but in the visualization, those offering goddesses make the offering. But when you do it, make it quite a reasonable movement, not too unreasonable.
That's all right. That remote you want to do, Siju Java Pudu, Chevating at the Shaggy. Remote Jurula, Ombeza, Alidamo, Pujun Zunzi, Troji, Lansura, Julodan Kalaki, Ombodrola Meju, that Hengri to you, Taya we order. Going to watch Chevel. Biwan Limbo Gadon Zangame, Daniel Day never got in Rajan Chebet the action, Gigi China Zadu, on Bazavini home pays.
So this is called Ringmachudu, offering of the 16 rigmas. That's for the Vini. That's for our violin. So that's how you pull the string by holding the handle, So that's the mood for that. That's for flute. That's for a flute for. So that's for the drum, which they use holding. You keep your drum on your with handle pulled around your neck, and then you beat the drum from two sides. There's the mudra for that. So that's the mudra you do with it. That's the zanga, a kind of drum which is on one side, and you place it right in front, and you beat with the stick, right? That's the mudra for that, for the zanga. So don't make it So those are four, and when you beat the drum, you can you don't have to do it repeat too many times. Just about 3 is right, and also you start with your left one first. That's for the hasya.
단 매달 아시에 홍홍 베스디 도지 고수르데 개발 때문에 베니레랑 제고 말이다 아주 전이 되리 자자지디 인줄 한번 그런 배 개발도 없기 봐 개발 죽들어 전이 됐어 리게 남줄 기베 배 난줄에 한번 된들이 자자지디 매달 하시에 홍홍 배 온배달 아시에 홍홍 배
This elegance or style offering of the first is more like smile. The second one is the slim and the elegance of one's movement, offering of elegance of one's movement of the goddesses.
온배선 그리데 홍홍 배
That's for the Kirti.
地下用啊，地下动用啊，地下搞的使用，地下爬几动、出几动，用就啥送的。
That's the mudra for Tingsha. There's the two bells that they hit against each other and produce sound. And in Tibetan we call it Tingsha.
매산 내릴 때 홍홍 배서 누 스페고리 지기를. 자자에 라반의 개야요 말 삼물라.
So that's the for the native, and they do not have any implements held by the goddesses, but there's the mudra. They just do the mudra.
그런 거 가르치는 소그 가르치에 가르누 스코르 차지를 제장하서 라바 가르누세 되는데 냠토제 배고르지 야자지 전도 고거래.
So that's more like doing a dance performed by that goddess, and the mudra of performing a dance.
단 매자 뷰베 홍홍 배메도 다기 지바래. 매자 두베 홍홍 배 뷰레 지거래.
Those are same. That's the flower and also incense.
매자 네베 홍홍 배스 주미래.
There's deepye for the
lamp.
It's your choice either to show the thumb or the middle finger. Is either is all right.
온배산 겐데 홍홍배 다기나지 지 주바들에.
That's what
홍홍배.
as earlier. There's again offering of the scent at the heart.
이자.
Those are four.
주 지루르자지레. 루바 메제 홍홍배 루바스 주레. 차잔딘데 니 메롱기 차자죠. 니 요레 메롱기 요와.
Those are four for the form. Now this more like a mirror, and the left hand face that is as a symbolic for the handle of the mirror.
엄마 라산 메제 홍홍배 다기 셰제 표야다 지바레 로이 차자레.
That's for the taste, as earlier, same as edible you offered.
온바샤 메자 홍홍배 남사 표야레.
That's for offering the cloth.
엄마 다마다도 메제 홍홍배 노스레.
That's it for Tamatadu or the reality source.
다마다도 메자 춘중 댄스 지바레. 춘 다도 뭐바지도 함마모 나게 칸칸도 배 가제 마마베 mam부게 가르들로다 칸이베 개념부지 저바 mam부 최제 mam부 그 자자도 차차는 최제주 캔도스 푸네 베시라레디 되게 낮잠을 한게 희가 가도도 자제 제어마도 자자 마제네 체외 중요 말에.
So that these are the when you do the you just show that triangle and to the mudra by the offering goddesses, and when you generate the offering goddesses, again make an innumerable in number who makes the offering of those offerings. That if you failed to do the mudras, that does not make your the ritual incomplete. But if you could do it, that's wonderful.
다 리마주루 단내들 주루요. 주루디 사르레. 단 노용아 표고래.
That's about the Rimot Judu or the 16 of Rimot Judu, 16 goddesses offering, and now they are the Yunga or the offering of the 5 essential objects.
다 주지 세주고 든도야 대랑레다. 다른 텐션을 양신 나서 대본 노그리. 런제제 수치버스도 다 수다들 장아레. 야 로바미제 홍홍베 지고레 주랑레.
So 5 essential objects, offering of the 5 essential objects, the same as you do on the Seju offerings. Now that's for the form, and same as earlier when the rupa.
샤담메지 홍홍 베스디 노스르 차자
That's,
라반이 노지드부 유니 트루지 신예 유니 트루 가리트고 트루주 동동치 라바 동바 이나니 노스르 샤담메지 한번 찾아지리
that's for the sound, and if you have the bell or damaru, then you can use them, and if you don't, you can just do the mudra as shown earlier.
엉메 겐디메지 지바리 도가를 줘야 제대로 겐디메지 홍홍 베 찾아 놓으셔
So that's the offering of the scent at the heart, and that's the mudra you do.
라사메지 다게 리모주루가 라사던 최반도 녀정하게 라사 셰제 셰체 표지바 셰제게 좀 놓으셔
So that's again the offering for the shese, or the edible for the as a food, and that's same as you offer the taste earlier, or the taste, and in the sixth offering, also 8 offerings, you had nivedya. That all these 3 mudras are the same.
바샤메지 내려와 라사메지 다 바샤메지 홍베 나자레 되기 리모주루가 나자 지바리 바샤메지 홍홍 베스
And now earlier one was for the rasa, and this is for the varsha.
다 나가가 창송아 다 들수라 두제 두다 제제 바데 라리시 숨부도 피우고래 너무 두들 제메시 주스다 어마르바 다 주 군주네네 다
So that's
텐토고요
for
말이
umbrella, offering with umbrella.
알리 벽에 마샤바이자 치디제
So
다
since,
텐데 대부지 싫어요래 다 텐데 제메시 주스도 어마르 리신엔데네 도게지 나서 타고 무디 주 구유진 두지 쳐버자스 다 두기 찾아들라 아니 내지
this is for the umbrella. Since, that's for
맞아 저런 거 버자서
the umbrella,
저런 가서 누구 요리니 요 누구 요지
and that's
네 누구 뭐
that's-
배에 고생이 배 그래 그래서 자제증에서 태무야 누구스러운데 또 구슬로 소용돼 내가
so that's for
Pichana
umbrella,
kaya
and
na
one
kaya ingre.
left hand thumb is more like handle, and the right hand thumb raising up is symbolic for the top of the umbrella.
다 되어를 제선 받에 니리 제선 받에 니세 카페 핀데 더부 임발라 파조 추조 파조 니네를 지레 파조 추조송 지송요 파시조 추조 들 사바야 룽베 베자전 조베 쿠레
So the genze and patin. The genze is the one you have on the pillar there.
저 두고 말이 저 사라고 말이
That's the.
그 파지죠 추지죠
It will have 3 curves. That's called patin.
해먹고 이거 말
That's called patin. That same thing which you have seen earlier with the 3 curves. That's called patin in Tibetan. And you, after the umbrella, when we make the offering of it.
제제 바덴이 부디 여기야 따서든 다체 도지레 여과 찔레 여과 찔도만 공부제 아니야 무슨 다체 도진 다체 식지 대관로 도지 찔레레 이버 제 수마도 맨खे 도지 식지 어디지 그걸 다셔
So where they hang on a tachi, a crescent moon, and a water with the 3 spokes on the top.
다체 도지 내 수저도 와
So there's one in the.
딘내를 카페 팽부티체 팽부 올마 단딜바 이 카르바 셀슬 싱에도 딘내다 치다다니 전제다 바덴이 치고레
So
좋다
Gense or the Rikti banner and the Patin, which we a Patin, they are same in they are same in their look.
지고래도 군이 체가리 어르신 예전에 소차 송거를 지고래.
So only difference is the Gensen bears the picture of the three animals on its cloth.
배지바 임발라 소차 송거를 요는 제제 매나 바된 쓰기. 제가 표리 냥디 표 제제다 바된 mambu nakakonu pure.
Gelson and the Gensen or the Victory banner and the regular banner. Only difference is that with the Gensen you will have those three three signs of three animals, and one which has those three animals sign on them is named as Gelson, and which does not is called Patin. And when you make the offering of the same, you do it at the same time. So you don't do it with your bell and water in hand, but you do it with the empty hand, the mudra, just. So that's the umbrella as we did all here.
다체 도지를 챘으면 뒤질란다 와 채가도 도지다 레첸스무서 도지기 주고 된데라
So that's defining the
도지기 때와 된다 르무치 노부 마부지
banner.
차져요.
And at the center of the that water, it has inlaid or decorated with a red gem.
레첸스무지 다르치 숨발lungu 쥐어바나 세세슈 저 다르 다르치 숨래 사바그 쥐어바고디 슬슬슬슬슬 이가만 위에서 다르고 그래.
So right now they explaining about the words where it says that when it is moved by the sound, giving the sound of the lots of the anklets and so on.
숨구 쇼그 인징다르데 사바그 쥐어서 파고 수구 파고 쿠 숭유에 계셔요. 숨구
Sunku making three curves when the wind blows it. They're making three curves.
집에 소차 세마 유명이면 저저저저 집안에서 됐을라 소차 송거래면 도나 연세 면도도 받에 니가 그치고 유명 니자로
So we make the offering of the both of those banners, the one which depicts the sign of three animals, which is named as Gelson, and one without one as Patin. But when we make offering, we make of both.
집에 소차 세마 유명지 면도 쇼지 집에서 라제 받에 나지 쇼바지 온베자께 또 늘지 그래 바당게 받에 상황서 하는 거지 그래 베자께 또
And the
바당게 받에 상황서
that's the mudra for making the offering of those with the banner and the banner.
다 라리데라
Now it's for the canopy.
다게 샴부로 붙여는데 동토로 티샤벨리 이마리 쳐서 찾아낼 하버리 온베자께 받에서 라리기 찾아 놓으죠.
So that's the mudra for the canopy. Now it has a circle of the different color or the raiments.
다 숭차숭아
So that
다 제세 나든데요.
now remaining are the Nadun, or those 7 items of the royal king.
제세 나든라 콜로 노보 조모 뇽보 랑보 따초 마베 세네레 신다스네 다 너린디 신다레 느리 너무 콜로데라 온베자 자르르 나바드자서 느레지 그래.
That's for the kolo or the wheel, the out of those Jesse Nadun, the first one.
중고 나라 콜로 느레지 그래.
In Kalachakra, that is for the wheel, it differs slightly in mudra.
예만서 nenjo마다 딤조다 강갈 자르르는 누지 그래.
Whereas in Neljoma and Decho, for the subtly, mudra is that.
콜론도 누와 콜리티 콜리티와
So those the four fingers, they resemble the tip or the spokes, and the thumb resembles or the symbolic for the center or the navel of the chakra.
다 노부래.
Next
노부
is the gem or nobu.
맞아 마늘이나 바디자 소아딜라 저르 때문에 체지요리. 지기 느레지요리.
So it differs for gem. It differs a little bit between the upper and lower tantra. One does that way.
느레지데 노부미 숭데지레도 숭중데지.
So in a way, you find that it has three eyes. Now you.
먼저야 주도를 봐. 주도가 느레지그래.
So since I am from Judo Tantric College, now we do in that way.
내미 숭레 단지 버려.
So it has again three eyes.
노부지. 다 좀무래. 좀부야 될라 좀무 느레지그래.
That's for the queen. That's the mudra for the queen. Please watch. Your first finger
맞아들이나 바디자
push
소아.
against your middle finger.
그래서
I hope you got it.
령부 될라 대리선이 초만부 초사초라 령부 루수디 초바주기 령부라 느리지기 어려.
So that is for the lumbu or the minister. Now, especially in large gatherings, we have a way of doing it in that
가시게
manner.
누지기 어려.
Some just close them up.
디레다스 마너 마디버 노르리.
I think that's a little mistake to close them up.
아나살라마스기 티야게 티주지다 디선 시주도 나도 요요 소디 느레지그래.
So now the way we are taught by our former lamas and the way we do it during our Seju offerings and so on, we do it in that way.
베차나라 니시오레. 대문 회선 넘발이 고문이지데스 고문디레와 대중 산라 고문 조모 대전석으로와 회선 넘발 고문이지데.
In text it says that to meet your kumu or the middle fingers.
다 타마지 링시오. 타마지 세야데 고수 타마진데를 질 고자리.
So it says last four close. So they understood last four, the last, the index, so ring finger and little finger.
초치무 초사 다사 주바주와 초치사서 배지든데.
So in the big gatherings, most of the time they do prefer to do it in that mudra, in that fashion.
다 라마 넘버 2 티야다. 베샤나라 맹아루체 베샤나레 요레. 데라 고문이지데 되제.
So whereas the way lamas taught and the also in the text, as it says to meet the two middle fingers, you meet the middle fingers together. Now the four remaining ones, as it says in the text, are.
타마지데 마츠베 타마니니레.
So when it says the four last fingers, the last two, that's two very bottom ends,
메네 야즈네 타마니니레.
and the last two starting from the bottom and up, that being the two thumbs, then pull, stretch them out.
다디 야부요레. 니랑레.
So that's.
마도 니레 이나니 고무찌레 타마지딩 쓰고 말이 아니 고무다 세라 티중송 찌레 세전디르바.
So if that were the right mudra, then they did not need to say that last four should be pulled out, but they simply just could say that pull out the last three fingers down, last six or last.
다 랑부르 부신 랑젠르바 랑부르 부신 내지그래.
Now that's for the elephant, Langbo Rinpoche.
랑젠르 부지도 어디 나고 부시 암조체도 랑부르 부지어 니 내샤고.
The middle finger is supposed to be the trunk, and the thumb and last finger is supposed to be the ear, and your elbow placed right in your left palm.
다 따라봐 다쇼르 부시.
Now next is the precious horse.
하드리나 니데레.
Atrina, and that is the mudra.
딱이 칼이
And
암조리.
that's supposed to be the opening between the last finger and middle finger. That's the mouth of the horse, and the two thumbs are for the ear of the horse. So that's it.
니 양해를 공샤고 누스. 주주디 야누
So
누스하고
yeah, close your two fingers, and then meet the two ring fingers at the top.
다츠디제
And then of the middle finger, you meet with
디츠제
meet them,
야누제
and then pull the two thumbs close to each other,
니니수담
and then to have your first two fingers close in.
같이 다 암조지.
So now, thus it makes the mouth and the that's the two ear. The thumb are symbolic for the ear. So I think I'm doing wrong.
큰일이 시대샤. 대중이야 다래 지지다. 누스. 아야 다 니 제제 버와 단디 지제. 아야 누지다. 단디 수담다. 야 강간 누스지 마야. 대중이 야 고산 신라니 지제네. 다 고문이 지제. 누스제. 단디 수담. 안 가르소. 안조해서.
So that's the if you pull in your two last fingers in, cross them inside, and then touch the tip of your ring finger and middle finger, and stretch them out, and then pull them apart between the ring finger and the middle finger. Then that makes it like a mouth. And then pull out your two thumbs as a symbolic for the two ears. That's for the precious horse.
다 다지. 제자나데 친다르무 중앙주 배차 근데 표디 칠주나라 친다르. 친다에는 나가주기 찾아놓지.
So now for Kimda, or the head of the family, now in the Vajrayogini there's Kimda, or the head of the family we offer. Now this mudra is called the Nangatsula Ngani, which means that
어디에 놓으시지?
that having a being in full possession of the space treasure.
제세단들로 항상 친다른 정도 마부르.
So in Geset Nadun, on offering of these seven precious substance, that sometimes it is the royal commander, and sometimes it is the Kimda, or the head of the family.
주저라면 쳐봤다. 내주면다 주고도 친다지 놓으시. 눈바든들이 겨바들이나 봐도.
So usually with Lama Chöpa and the Naljoma, this is the Kimda, the mudra for Kimda, or the head of the family. You raise your hand up,
야, 지제다라 마변 패시리 마변 지제라이 친다 치지바지 표그래요. 가가지 마변 표그. 마변이는 캥가르나 데드사선데.
So if you were to choose to offer the Makuna, the royal commander, then that's the mudra.
캥가스들이
Kanga meant sword.
지단 제세 나들라 친다다 마변이자 마변 요야다다 친다요 용세 요래. 그래서 망우셰죠. 제세 나들 요네서 드리셰 셰주고 말해. 알리 저한테 찾아도 도시. 너바디 신소네. 뭐바나 조사도 봐요. 또 다르도 치는 제세 나들 계셔서 세부셰죠.
So there's a reason that why we, in some places like Amitabha, we make offering of the royal commander, and in some we choose to make offering of the Kimda, or the head of the family. There's reasons behind it, but we won't have time to go over them here, but we did the mudras.
다 알리 차제된데 지제 너무 너무 고도 차제데 랑도 지그레티 표야도 저거 저라 몸부터는 두글라마이다 가봐 세다베는 표니 베 저라 저라 나카나 슈마 슈르고 mambu phaju mambu subu kajayi nebe mambu tushi sunasa chigure sanlo mambu tongure chi chi go gri ma.
So when we make the offering, though we do the single mudra, but mentally we should try to think that we multiply innumerable number of the offering goddesses that fill in the entire space itself and make the offering to whichever object we're trying to offer at that time.
Naka gong phaju phu tsai da chu do yang chang sa agam badi bube do bang alugin gende nyande shada badi zang so delen de yoro dene ban phaju chu ma thu ne chola dele tu agam badi chola gong go ba phu gang la cha so ne chola dang ga je yo be ba tu me so nyande de sha do mo pha nyande tu ka she ge cho agam ka she me she zi me do du phu ne so du chola gong nyande du shan ju yo.
So in case you choose to make the all the offerings or just at one time, then you you emanate the all offering goddesses holding all those different items, and then you offer them all in a row in a one mudra, one after another consecutively, and then the whatever offering goddesses they make offering and they whatever you are offering along that time, and then when you dissolve them back, you do them all at one time, and you generate at one time and dissolve them back at the end, every one of them back at the heart.
Nanzo dajendu oma ahun hahuri sianu akajemana. Oma ahun hahuri sidi.
This ahun hahuri. This is the mantra. Om. You sure that? So with the sliver letter Om on the palm of this hand, now light generated from it blesses the offering. You show your right hand, watch the position of thumb, and now is in the center of that palm and so when you say Hung, you show the palm of both of your hands. Now visualize the sliver letter between the two thumbs. That's the Om Ahung. When you do it fast, that's how you do it. Om Ahung. So Om purifies the and that's the again purifying and transforming and increase, and now those Ha Ho Ri, that's mudra for the Ha Ho Ri. We also call it the mudra of the Chachung or the Garuda. So we just show the mudra, but there is no specified mikvah or the visualization mentioned here.
이게 오마 아훈 소아세야다 오마 아훈 하후리세야든 데마드드 미바니 요레 다 이네 미바마 무토고 마레 데레베 고디 피기 거리네 노초디 인드라 포바 토마 인드라 데베 장도 바숨 체데 두스 삼지미자 와죠 조소 삼바르 체샤디요.
So there are lots of visualizations to go with it, but main thing is like whether you're trying to purify the inner offering or the dharma on the altar, that you have to visualize through the power of the Jangdo Barsum or the purification, cleansing, transformation and increase. And
That's how meant, demand.
I hope it is enough, is it?
Ali Siji Doyak Chaja de
So this is the mudras for the Seju offerings.
Choga Java Dono nobody Sundogri.
And when you say the long Seju practice or Seju, the prayers I said here, those you will find in that text, long Seju practice.
Get the Burger told you in some, Pillage, that and do Burger attend to go in the Chus Burger Machin do. Burger, Angel Pa Juja, Tonda Shana, Dama Junior, Kusaldon Chogro.
So now since you have to recite the prayer in Tibetan, and as you have problem with the language, but if you have the translation, access to the translation, then just think about the translation and its meaning while you do the practice.
Jean Dembe Tatsul Hanya, Dembe Lamachosa, Tonsa, Jichike, you can Yabuchuna, the Dela Pami, the Vini Yabuyori. The manager Ajunia, the Mazufa, Tom Parijakuja Chode.
So for the Lama Chupa practices and so on, that if you would invite or if you have the access to watch 4 monks to do it, that would be wonderful, and you just watch them do, and then you can learn from them. And if not, if you just let me know, I could send you the cassettes of Lama Chupa prayer.
Lama Chava Tongu, New Chedi, Javishan, Tongu, Mohammed Tabanga, Tongu.
At my place, at my home, that sometimes I do it with 4 or 5, and sometimes when I have large gathering, I have as many as 50 or 60, and we do it all together.
Tasanya Chodi, Mazurasana, Pugu, Chinjuta, Dumbe, Hijala, Ziore.
In my
Tasan, Pugu, Nova Shingari, Tashan, Roma, Shan, Soliniadu, Michiba Yore, that's how
so in my Tazang or the college, that we have about 400 monks, and when we do it all together, and all the senior monks, they have the prayer by heart, and they do it real well. And also the junior monks, they know the prayer, and so in a way, they do the prayer real well. They chant it real well.
Tabake Yabu, you catch a shame, truth, Chige, Kajun, Drushu, the Tom, Lama Chevaton, Senior Dele Yawa, Senior Tajari.
So if you could have about 4 real good monks who have real good voice and who could chant well, and with a good the symbol as you see on the table over there, and that it sounds is not too great, and if you have a really good symbol which makes a good sound, then you can make good recording. But the singing or that symbol, that's real good, and in look, it's small and it looks very handy, it's compact. So in India, there are quite a few of them who use the same, and they also make. So I think if you could get a recording of, for instance, like Lama Chöpa made in a cassette, and the whole prayer set in a row, And if you have the transliteration of the Tibetan prayer in English, then you can just have your prayer on your lap and then start the recording, start playing the recording, and chant with it. Then you can do it well. Otherwise, prayer doesn't come too well, and now as for myself, I'm a little bit aged, and I have kind of, in a way, I've lost my voice. This is my, I think it's going to be good. So in Switzerland, we have a Lama named Lamda Rinpoche, and he does not know how to chant, actually. He is the one who has pledged to say the Gyachin Council, or the council practice for Gyachin, once a month. So he has lots, like with the using the drum and using cymbal and so on. Every one of them doing for him. So he went to India and got a hold of practice and recorded in a tape recorder cassette. And he arranged the altar properly with the butter lamp and all. So the way he does the Dakang, or the monthly prayer, is that he then starts his tape recorder in front, and he has his text in front of him, and he reads along with the tape recorder, and have the offerings arranged on the altar. So that's how he does the prayer. So it looks like I'm telling a story, I think that's quite unnecessary, isn't it? So if there were more progression for the center, and also I think we should work on our prayers and recitations.